Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to my Let's Play of The Incredibles video game for the PlayStation 2. Last time we finally defeated Omnidroid Mark 8 and we made our way in a brand new suit through the robot arena dealing with my most hated enemy in the game, and we finished in exactly 9 minutes, wow. So we just fought the Omnidroid, slightly longer than I wanted it to be. Now we gotta do it again. It's time for Great Falls. So you think there'd be a bit more of a gap between the two. In fact, since when did this guy even have a boss fight? It's in the film for about 2 minutes. And we never see what happens to it. It never shouts out anything then. We don't get any, "It's bigger. It's better. Ladies and gentlemen, it's too much for Mr. Incredible." So yeah, now we're fighting Omnidroid Mark 9. The elusive Omnidroid that appears for a very brief moment in the film and is then never seen again. Which baffles me, really. It's like, why do they disappear? Because they're nowhere near, they're certainly not the same Omnidroid, because the one that attacks the city, Mark 10, is a lot bigger than this. And here they actually did go to the detail. They did, like they did with Mark 8, it does say number 09 on the side of it. And I think in the film it does say Mark 8. I don't recall seeing Mark 9, but at the same point we don't really get much of a good shot of what the Omnidroid looks like. And funnily enough, I'm going to break the pace of the fight a bit here. If you pause the game, or not, I think you have to go to the gallery. And you can see these are all the videos that we unlocked just by playing through the game, and collecting bonus items unlocks a small number of others. It says there, Omnidroid 09. You know, I wasn't going to show you these because I was worried for copyright. I think it's fine. I've seen videos that contain all the film clips on YouTube, but still, what it does is the film clip will end right as the Omnidroid throws Mr. Incredible. But it goes on a lot longer if you watch that little small video. Ah, yeah, these are the shredder things I was talking about. It will damage you. They're not instant death here anyway. I don't know if they were in Beach Landing. So you can't stay in the water for too long. And yeah, he does this as well, and he has a different attack. I mean, he'll throw rocks as well, but he also does this. Now, the hit detection on the hands is really weird. There are times where I can body slam them, there are times where I can't. I don't know why, but after that, if it hits you, then the hand will go back to the Omnidroid. If it misses you, then it will do it about 2 more times. But you can destroy the hand, and that for some reason damages the whole Omnidroid. But the moment the hand is reattached, it's perfectly fine again. But other than that, it's the same fight. It's just a bit taller. So when it does this attack, you can't just punch it. You have to either do your jump attack or your crouching attack. Oh, that actually hit me. And this is obviously slightly harder to avoid because it's a bit bigger. And you can't do your Incredible jump over this one. But other than that, it's pretty much the exact same fight. I don't know why though, I just like this fight a little bit more. Maybe it's just because of the forest aesthetic, I don't know. Maybe it's because when you're, I mean, I always find its legs look so wobbly when it does that. It looks really weird. I mean, number 8 does that as well. It might just be because they're a lot chunkier. Like maybe that's just why it looks funnier, I find. I don't think it's any weaker or anything like that. I think it does the same amount. I think it requires the same amount of hits. Don't want to do that because we're in phase 2. But other than that, we've seen this fight before. It's the only real issue with having both fights so close to each other. Yeah, now he'll fire 2 of them. So really, you don't want to try and body slam both of them, because if you hit the first one, you are pretty much guaranteed to get hit by the second one. And just like before, he's going to do this multiple times. The collision section seems to be a bit better here, though. Yeah, he fired one rock. Right, so phase 3 does have that spinning attack again. And you know, it's bigger. I think if you stand under it, yeah, it can't hurt you. Oh. You just gotta be careful when it does that. Ah. Come on, don't kill me again. Yep. I think the arena is also slightly smaller, and you're dealing with a bigger robot. Ah-dee-dee-da-dee. There's only so much you can say, especially when the fights are this close to each other. I mean, I like the fights, but it's the same thing that we just did. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, I am gonna die. I'm gonna get hit by the spinny thing. Is this gonna happen in the final fight as well?
2,000 years later.
Alright, let's see if I can do him a bit of extra damage before he comes down here. Because it is still possible to throw the rocks at him while he's putting his hand back. There we go. That is something I really like doing. Oh my god, that doesn't normally happen. This laser attack can be the most annoying to avoid, because when you're a certain distance, it's actually impossible to avoid getting hit. As it seems is the case with that one, just because of your speed. So, this is going to result in death number 2? I hope not, this fight goes on for a while. And this is what really classifies as the last of the short levels. Well, no, there's like a few more. But the next few levels are pretty long. You just can't let me break any boulders, can you? Although I'm punching the boulders and nothing's happening, which doesn't help. One of these boulders has got to have health. I'm running out of boulders. Ooh, 50. I want. You can hit me again, I don't care. There we go, that's nice. Okay, I'm slightly less worried now. For the moment, anyway. While he does his less dangerous attacks. Truly, it's bigger. It's better. And it's too much for Mr. Incredible. Whoa, I sort of warped further down there. Okay. Yeah, unlike Omnidroid Mark 8, Mark 9 actually does keep going. It does actually go back over to the other island and keep going. I don't know why I'm saying that. Well, I actually managed to get all 3 of them. It doesn't do much, but it does something. I really wish there were some closer rocks. And much like in the film, we never actually did destroy this thing. Like, when this boss fight ends, it just ends. It just jumps at us. And that's it. That's the end of the cutscene right there. Still no syndrome. And yeah, that's it. And we'll never see it again. Now hang on, shouldn't we have been... How are we even escaping? Because surely there was a... Yeah, we've unlocked battle mode. Because surely we have those things that will rip us apart in the water. But yeah, that's it. That's Omnidroid Mark 9's fight. It just ends like that, which is still more than what happens in the movie, where it's just forgotten about. Alright, Syndrome's base. Welcome to the big level, and the one that was the biggest pain in the ass when I first played this game. I spent ages on this level, because there were times where I wasn't exactly sure what to do. But yeah, this is where the levels start getting really long, as it's shown already by the very beginning with our first enemy. It's another tank. Just wonderful. Well, say it's the same as before. This really is where the game starts getting quite tedious, because it's just these so many tank fights, so many times that you're doing the same thing in the levels, and just the fact that these levels go on for a long time. This level goes on for a long time, the next level goes on for a long time, and then it's not too bad. In terms of level length anyway, they're both pretty difficult levels, so they last longer than they need to, but the fights go on, the levels just start getting too long. I'm barely out of reach of that. You can't throw anything else at the tank either. Even those explosive yellow and grey crates, you can't throw them at the tank or anything. Only the bombs will damage the tank. Where'd the bomb go? Oh, there we go. Yeah, once again, you don't want to get hit by one of its other bombs. But just to go into the battle mode thing that I just unlocked, basically it's an enemy gauntlet. I think there's about 9 rounds. It's just you fighting different kinds of enemies each time. Mostly henchmen, although, unsurprisingly, these guys are a part of it. They're the only robots that are a part of it. You can do it as either Mr. Incredible or Elastigirl, but the actual fight is exactly the same. It's just whose moves do you prefer? Some rounds will be easier as Mr. Incredible, some rounds will be a lot easier as Elastigirl, especially those where you got to deal with the flying enemies. Which we will be seeing my other most hated enemy in this level shortly after this. Yeah, that will just keep attacking you until you do your aerial attack like that. So we're just going to pretty much be making our way through here for a long time. Got lasers down here that you need to avoid. You got searchlights you want to avoid, because the searchlights will call in even more enemies than we already have. Alright, here we go, the armored enemies. Ow! How many hits will they take? That's up to the game. Sometimes you can body slam them twice. As if the original didn't look painful enough. But yeah, the number of hits these guys take is completely random, but in general, they just take more hits because, you know, they're covered in armor. I believe only, unless you're doing battle mode, only Mr. Incredible has to worry about them though. We have 2 more Elastigirl levels, but I don't believe they appear in either of them. I think they're just for Mr. Incredible. Which, you know, makes sense given that they are the armored enemies. It seems Elastigirl is just as strong, but she has to fight them in battle mode. And you can still body slam them when they're on the ground like this. You can pick up chairs, you can pick up a lot of things in this level. Doesn't even knock them over. Bobby's over here. I mean, Mr. Incredible. They don't need to know your identity. Oh wait, they already know who you are. How do they know who he is? It doesn't matter. Right, I'm gonna lose this before I can throw it, aren't I? Nope, there we go. Eventually it opens the door. We got Create a bridge and everything. We're going to be going into this room like 3 times. And now we set the alarm off anyway. See, like those guys went down in 2 hits, but these 2 didn't. This one's going in 3 hits. 4 hits. With my most powerful attack. Now, I recall infiltrating Syndrome's base was a lot easier in the movie. And yeah, we are making our way to the room that had the lava falls thing, the secret walls. Ugh, coughing. I thought there was one here. Exactly whether or not he's actually going to injure them seems to be random there. Sometimes they just seem to slide off. Boy, we are so lucky that these things are here. Jump on the computers and let's swing along the lights. Once they're in position anyway. Did they come through? Yeah, I wasn't sure. Oh, this one. Okay. Right, let's just go because we are under a time limit. Every beat 'em up has to have a lift of some description. And yes, we will be fighting enemies in here. I believe we do anyway. Oh, I guess not. There might be one later on then. Because, I mean, we have to go to another floor after this. There are enemies down there, and there's enemies up here. I mean, we're in the base, so it makes sense there's a lot of enemies, which is a lot more enemies than we had to deal than Mr. Incredible had to deal with in the film. But the base was pretty unprotected, really. Right, now, there is a place where you can turn these things off, which is down here. This isn't working, however. Alright. Luckily they don't attack you while they're doing this. They even go into their idle animations. Still got the ones that are actually carrying guns firing at you, though. I believe are still chasing me? Yeah. There's no way of getting them to drop their guns, sadly. No enemy drops their weapons in this game. Take them out. Nope. They're still both there. But yeah, you can knock enemies into other enemies, which is always satisfying in any game. There we go. You know what, given my low health, I think that does deserve a slow-mo. There we go. That's much nicer. What the? There's still one there. Sir? Mr. Incredible? Hey, wait a minute. Oh, nice. We got showtime. I don't remember if they actually follow you into the door or not. I guess not. Alright. Yeah, we actually... That's the highest you can get it. Get it up to showtime. There we go. And that is why I love getting showtime. And it still didn't knock him out. Oh my god. My most powerful attack. And the most powerful I can make it, and it still doesn't knock him out. Because of course it doesn't. I missed something. Did I miss something? I must have missed something. Because you're supposed to create a bridge. Unless I took too long. That's probably what happened. Yeah, I think I took too long. Right. Well, now we can take out the enemies. Amazing! Imagine if it shouts out the Sonic Colors thing. Good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing. You think the top one would be incredible, but no. Yeah, that's what happened. I took too long. Well, this guy is so fired, and they just keep coming back. Okay, fine. At least these guys don't. But I think this is where I kept getting confused. Like the first time around, not really being sure what I'm supposed to do here. But I believe once you're stood on this thing, I think it stays this way. I think it will permanently stay out. I don't know what happens if you fall down though, and I don't want to find out really if you die or not. I mean, I would say it'd be stupid if you did, but at the same time, you kind of don't want to have to go through all that again. I do like to try and see if I can get rid of all of their armor before they die. I think I have done it occasionally. Well, at least these guys are smart enough to ignore the lasers as well. I don't know what that was. Oh great, my house is falling down. Oh, that was a rather worrying noise. I imagine the microphone picked that up. It was pretty loud. Ah. Bonus items reappear in Rise of the Underminer, and they do pretty much the same thing. Right, now what you want to try and do is you want to try and knock them down into the gap. Or, you know, just take them out instantly like that. I do keep forgetting I can throw them there. Even when they're armoured and wearing their helmets, you can still pick them up, punch them. Which I do keep forgetting. And I've yet to show off the Incredit throw. Because there is another throwing ability that you have. Where you can... You need to have filled up your Incredimeter a bit before you can use it. But there is one that you can use. And really I should have gotten that other one first. And this one you gotta spin around a long way. But there is, if you have enough in your Incredimeter, you can press triangle instead of circle, and Mr. Incredible will sort of... And what Mr. Incredible will do, he'll spin the enemy around, and that itself can take out enemies. It is pretty good to use. I generally only use it in the battle mode though, and even then I need the distance in order to be able to use it. But I mean, you can use it when you're don't have much in your Incredimeter, but it's not going to do much. That's about it. That's about as much as you can do with it. I mean, if you're able to take out enough enemies in one go, it will give you showtime. So it was just, you could just keep spamming it, and that's what I love doing in the battle mode. Yeah, I mean, your best bet is to take out the enemies first. Right, back down I go. I want to know what these things are. Like, what are these things I'm spinning around? Whoa, that was close. Because, why do they deactivate the electricity? Why would you have these things here? What is their purpose? I may as well just take out the enemies on the other area first. Yeah, and things stop spinning again. But yeah, this is where like I said, these levels start to go on for a while. You run out of things to say, because really, when you play this game, once you've pretty much beaten, like, maybe Robot Arena, you've pretty much seen everything the game has to offer. I only bring up Robot Arena just because it's where you're in your new suit. Especially when you're playing as Mr. Incredible for so many levels in a row. Because I say you've seen everything the game has to offer. That's not true. Because and that just goes to show, you play it as Dash and Violet so little in this game, you forget that they're even there. We have one more Dash level, and we've only had one. And there's just one Violet level in the entire game, and then we have the level where they're in the force field. And there's such an enormous gap between the first two Elastigirl levels. I mean, the third one isn't too far away from the first one, because everything after it's a relatively short level. But you have so many levels between the first two. Thankfully, we should be able to move on, and this is still nothing. Mr. Incredible's penultimate level, the penultimate level of the game, is so long. It's like Eggman Land length without the difficulty. Hell, I'd say it's longer than Eggman Land. I can complete Eggman Land in about 25 minutes. I can complete the final level in about 45 minutes. Can they? I don't even know. I don't think they know I'm here. Alright, fine. Not what I was going for. Mr. Incredible, let go, please. No, you can't let go. You gotta jump. Leaving you open to the lasers. Why would you build your base like this? This is such a weird layout. You even have to hit a computer just to lower the lift. These guys can only shoot you so far. Huh. See what I mean? What was that? And even then, when I said that the second to last level I can do in 45 minutes, I've only been able to do it that fast on my last playthrough. Before then, it always took me about 75 minutes. The level is that long because you're constantly doing the same things over and over again. You have more of those things you've got to spin around so you activate the power. You have lots of flying enemies that you need to take out. There are tank battles. There's more things where you're inside those turrets like we had in No Man's Island. I mean, it's the second to last level, and you know, obviously the last one is just a boss fight. So, you know, you can expect it to sort of make use of everything you've done, but you really need to make it that long. Because there's even a point in that level where you have to fight 2 tanks at once. I can't remember if it was at once or if you just... There is a point where you defeat a tank and then the next one immediately turns up. I don't know if... I can't remember if there's a point where you are fighting 2 at once. I think there is, though. But we'll get to Rocket Silo when we get to Rocket Silo. Why would you have this structure just to make a bridge? Let's open the door. We're almost there. So like I said, some of these parts are going to be pretty lengthy as a result of this. So he took out 2, barely knocked any armor out of that one. And he's still going. That got him. Why is that one so far away from the door? What is the purpose of that? Oh, we're getting a lot of these now. I still don't know what causes them, but we're getting a lot of them. Aw. Back over to the thing. What? It just makes more? Alright. Now, I want to say this is the part where we're introduced to my other least favorite enemy. Or I could be completely mistaken and I'm thinking of a different level. Actually, now that once we've done this level, we're not really going to be playing as Mr. Incredible a lot until towards the end of the game. The penultimate level, his big last level, is his next level. Again, I don't remember if these guys are infinitely respawning until you hit the things or not. I think they end after once you hit the things, but before then, no. Yeah, you gotta hit 2 of them. For some reason, you gotta hit 2 of them. But yeah, that does leave you unfairly open to a hit. Yeah, I think they just keep coming. And I think they follow you over the bridge as well. Remember, they do. There are more on the thing. That lowers the lift. Now I guess it's just fight. That is the one problem with your in-credit slam. It does leave you open. Where's my thing? Oh, it opens here. Oh yeah, that's right. You gotta spin this around. There they are. The flying boys. These ones are carrying laser guns. These ones aren't too bad, surprisingly. But I think I'm gonna die before any of that happens. There's no health here. Which, you know, would be useful. Yeah, now I gotta try and take out the flying one as well with this guy. See if I can throw him out. No, I'm not gonna be able to. Pick him up, Mr. Incredible. Nope. Gotta do this the hard way. Oh, I am so gonna die. I am so gonna die. Actually. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they did go down in one hit, thankfully. Just take care of this guy. Hopefully. Nope, they're going to keep coming. Where is the other flying one gone? He might only... Yeah, I think he stays to one side, because I think I can just see him. No, I don't want a bonus item. I've got a flying laser gun henchman I want to get rid of. Oh, come on. There's still another one here. And I missed as well. How did that miss? Down I go.
Lucky? No.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Okay. Oh, the checkpoint is so far away for this level. Why is the last checkpoint so big? Just keep going. This is all I need to do is to just step on this thing. It doesn't quite end the level, but this is pretty much it. Just walk through here. And that's it. God, I hate this level. This isn't even the worst in the game. Wait, did we have to use the tiki head to open that thing up? "13 minutes. It took 13 minutes to finish that level. I hate that level. I mean, the next level's pretty long as well, but it's nowhere near as bad as that. God, this level's a part in itself. I think they are going to become that eventually. They're just going to be in one single level per part. Just let the part end.